We went through each other. That was trippy. Oh shit.
Is that all you got?
Whoop! Get over. Cool. Just take your time. Don't worry. They don't have rocket grenades or anything. Really hard to aim at that thing, even though it's like I can get right up in its grill and I can't seem to hit it for the life of me because it's all like time distorted around it. How the hell am I supposed to aim at that? One down. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. That's better. Yeah, let me Just zoom out in front of him real quick. Hold on. Is Hatch really dead? I have no idea. Like, did he manage to send himself back in time or something? I don't know what's going on with Hatch.
Yeah, they didn't explain it very well at all. Careful, dude.
Reload. Thank you. The fact that they can turn around on a dime is annoying. They walk so slow, but somehow they can rotate 180 degrees in a quarter of a second.
I gotta get to the countermeasure.
Okay. Heard something else made me panic a little. Well, can't check that now. Oh well.
I need to access that sky bridge.
Yeah, no problem. Just a sec. Well, you better keep an eye out, Joyce. That thing out there? I don't think it's gone. Okay, off you go.
Oh, no thank you.
Monarch was scrambling. Paul's empire was falling apart all around me. I'd never seen anything like it. But Paul had. That's what he was preparing for all those years. He didn't do a very good job.
Pretty sure they didn't even scratch that thing. Holy shit.
Now with video. Oh my god.
Nice.
Wow. All right.
Important physicist or whatever, and he's like, you're my screenplay. Made a video of myself.
They have a time machine here? Shit. This is where they brought the university core. This is Paul's machine. Looks like they have it on the top floor.
Oh, he did it.
I have deactivated the stutterproofing at the building. I did it because Martin Hatch threatened my family. Splat.
Time for a sizzle.
Oh yeah, drink time.
Yeah.
Mmm, yummy. Lemon, lime, and root beer. Who would have ever thought to combine those?
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, ooh. Oh, it's right there.
What the fuck was that thing? The train.
All personnel, stay clear of the lower levels. There's a possible hazard. Repeat, stay clear of the lower levels. There appears to be a train crashed into the building. The situation is under control. All personnel should remain in secure areas. There are intruders in the building. Repeat, remain in secured areas.
Hey, Charlie. I got another locked door here.
Not bad, Joyce. That's Serene's office. Let me just unlock that bad boy for you. Serene's got access to the CFR chamber from his office. I'll meet you there. Ah, there.
About to say hello.
Paul was already gone, but he left behind the one thing I needed.
Promised I would not lie. Hatch. Yeah, there are other he's claiming that he's a shifter, and then he says there are other shifters. You, which would be Serene, your best friend, me, and Dr. Kim. So this is another person. I'm assuming it's Martin Hatch. Because of a hatch. So maybe that's how he survived, is he's a shifter.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We have a mission. Prep the chopper.
Ready to lift off in 15, sir. What's the profile?
Full tactical complement. And we're going to need a tech squad for assembly. I'll brief them on the way.
Copy that. Good hunting, sir.
My office alarm went off. Is that you skulking around, Jack?
Fuck you. I'm done playing games. I'm here for what you stole.
Yes, of course.
The CFR. If you understood just how much depended on that, you'd leave it alone. But I know you don't care.
You're right. I don't. And it looks like you're not here to stop me.
Yes. Yes, everything will play out as it has to play out. I'll see you very soon, Jack.
I'm done dancing your tune, you crazy bastard. That was just a couple of minutes between stutters.
The countermeasure was Paul's prize. Everything he built was based on Will's device. His plan depended on it. You better believe I look forward to taking it from him.
What happened to you? Looks like you ran into that creepy thing.
Kind of.
Which isn't Paul. So,
Only one of Serene's treatments survived the explosion. His time was running out.
So was everybody else's.
This is an old email.
October 9th.
Yeah. This is right after they stole the machine, but not, but before the party. This is all basically stuff we know.
Paul spent a long time running Monarch in secret. It probably didn't help with that whole disconnected from reality thing.
Do I have enough for upgrades? I have 5 points. I guess increase range is probably the next one I would want. Everything else is just like maximum focus time increased. The recovery of shield, which I don't use. So yeah, we'll see if we can get one more and then we'll upgrade that.
"17 years, he lived through twice. All of it mapped out, from memory.
He knew the market trends before they occurred. He had the tools to make a fortune, and he did.
Paul told me that he tried to change things, failed. What he'd seen, it broke him. And I'd seen Beth go down the same path, but Paul, it consumed him.
Oh, do I have to look at each one of these? No, okay. I didn't think so, but...
Paul was a powerful man, the leader of an empire, But behind the veil, he was a dying man. The signs were clear. Dr. Amaral was the one thing keeping Paul alive, but reading through their exchanges, there was something more than professional going on.
That's not my place to comment on.
We haven't been able to help Kim. I don't know what we can do for Paul.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Yeah, that's really all they were doing. They give me ammo right here.
You're not supposed to be wearing that.
No, look, I can explain. Joss, Wheeler. I'm.
Joyce! Help! Get down! Move it! Huh?
Joyce, thank God. Shit, that could have been real bad.
You're Charlie.
Yeah, let me get this door open.
They'd stockpiled all the chronon particles from Ground Zero to keep the lifeboat running.
Enough to hopefully last until a proper solution was discovered.
Okay, stop spending chronon particles if you don't need them, basically.
The lifeboat revolved around the countermeasure. He knew Will would try to take it back. That's why he was killed. He knew I'd try to do the same eventually.
Clearly, he was right.
Stop trying to touch the CFR. Let's go, dude.
There you go, Joyce. You're just hoping you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. There it is. CFR. Countermeasure. Whatever it's called. Help yourself, Joyce.
The reading in this game isn't fun like Control.
Yeah, it's all like stuff that could be said in like 3 sentences, and they go on for days.
It's very dense, and it's not. My brain hurt.
Something had gone down in that chamber before I arrived. Whatever it was bloody.
Never know.
I'd seen the dead guy before.
Liam Burke.
What the hell happened to him?
He met his match. Let's move on.
It It took 11 years for Will to build the countermeasure. Beth died for it, and I knew it could fix the fracture.
This fucking thing.
The problem was, I didn't have a clue how to use it. The only person who did was dead. But Monarch had a way of getting to him before that ever happened.
The university time machine. They've got the core here.
Can we go or what?
I need to get to the chamber above.
No problem. Got a way up right here.
Thanks for the help.
No biggie. Make it count.
Yeah. You're not coming?
No, I gotta get back down. Someone I really want to get back to. Good luck, Joyce.
Yeah.
Somebody I want to go and make
Why are you
meow
going up there
sounds with.
anyways?
Yeah.
Short version? I gotta go back in time and save my brother.
You're gonna go back in time, yeah, right. Whatever. You don't have to tell me, I guess.
Does this guy not believe in time travel still, even though he's like seen shit happen?
I fucking don't know why.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna go back in time, sure, buddy. And you're like, are you dumb? Like.
Well, yes.
Oh my god.
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Paul took the core of the time machine from the university, hooked it up to his own machine. It was part of his sick desire for control, but that gave me one last shot at fixing things. I could go back, maybe get to Will before Paul killed him. And if I could get the countermeasure in Will's hands, maybe I could still turn everything around.
He's literally watched people freeze in time and been like, time travel's fake.
Yeah. Going in here, okay.
The core was set, the machine was prepped. I had to put the corridor in place.
Do I remember how to do this?
Okay, this should do it.
Deploying the corridor. Phase 1 underway. Please clear all personnel from the operating.
Oh, great. Of course.
Not there anymore. This is not fair.
Finally. Jesus. You serious?
Fine, let's go. Get behind him!
trips.
I get it. Amazing.
Corridor deployment confirmed. Corridor now ready for insertion. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, you're welcome, you very slow machine lady.
The machine was ready. I just needed to put in the date.
Also in that room. Okay. Whoop. There's a computer in my way.
The earliest I could go back to was the time that the core was first activated. At the university.
Not much time to rescue your brother.
I didn't have a choice.
You better be as advertised.
Whoa.
That's a little abrupt.
That's alliance. I don't know.
Are you okay, Karen?
I don't know. I don't know.
Get in here! Hurry! Targets have escaped the lab!
What's up, fellas?
Oh shit!
HQ, we've got an intruder in the lab. Core extraction team is down, over.
All of them? How? Joyce's...
Oh no! No! That's the first time that's happened.
Yep. Well, at least I just had it should just be a save right there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a time to crash, right?
Yeah, right.
We're so close to the end.
Get in here! Hurry! Targets have escaped the lab!
HQ, we've got an intruder in the lab. Core extraction team is down, over.
All of them? How? Joyce's... But avoid damage to the core at all cost.
I got there after the fracture initiated. Too late to stop it all before it ever started.
But not too late to save Will. All you had to do was get to him in time.
Yeah, that was the plan.
HQ, we've got security footage of the Joyce brothers escaping to the server room on the lower level.
What is this?
Raider Team 3, intercept immediately. Ready another extraction unit to remove the core.
You know what that is?
Prowler Team, ready the heavies in the underground parking. I'm not hearing any response from Raider Team 3. We may have a situation.
Where the hell is that extraction team? We were supposed to have the core loaded in that chopper by now.
Hatch was right.
Should have sent Liam Burkett first to deal with those Joyce assholes.
Well, I need to time that red canister a little better, huh?
Yeah, there's a big delay with it.
No.
Oh, fuck!
Shoot, I didn't realize you didn't
Helps if I actually hit the target.
Well,
I remembered that Will and I were heading to the courtyard when the stutter hit. That's where I needed to cut him off.
Courtyard.
You never tried to stop Monarch from extracting the core.
The fact that they stole it was the only reason I was able to return to the past. It's not a logic I wanted to mess around with.
Oh.
All right.
Jesus, there's so many. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait a second, let me go get my gun back.
That's my cue. Focus.
Oh, shit!
When Will and I had escaped from the lab after the experiment, it seemed like Monarch was dealing with somebody other than us. That was me, all along.
What do you mean Stryker team is down? How many?
What?
Take him out, whatever it takes. Ouch! Ended for that. That shouldn't be possible. I'm getting reports of gunfire in the underground parking. Are you sure it's Joyce? I need visual confirmation.
Didn't expect two of me, did you?
Oh, it's in here. Sorry. Ooh, that was... If you were to go back in time, would it be as your original self or as a second you? It sure would.
I'm assuming it's a second you.
Yeah. I assume it would be a second you.
Gate control. I don't have the code.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here? I know. Let's go see Wade. Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck it, fine. Let's go see Wade.
Gotta round up the witnesses.
How come you get all the fun?
Probably because I'm not rocking those ugly astronaut pants. Hatch's orders. All right. Get your team prepped for combat. I don't have a good feeling about all this.
Damn it. I missed the code.
Oh, so you have to be faster.
Oh.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there. Fire in the physics building. Gotta round up the witnesses.
Yeah, gate code is 665. Neighbor of the beast, you know?
All right.
665. Okay. I'm not done with you yet.
It's really cool hidden in plain sight to me. I don't know.
All right. Picked up this piece to the campus power.
HQ,
There he
hostile in
is.
sight.
Damn it. Block him.
You thought it was a what?
An echo at first.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was an actual dude. And the media.
No time to lose. I gotta get to Will.
Thank you. I forgot.
Looks like it's plugged in somewhere else. Yeah, this isn't good.
Door's still barred. Whoever's here ain't left yet.
How the fuck did Joyce take out those strikers?
He's obviously not alone. My bet is there's at least 5 of them working together. So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, that's what's on his back.
Okay, gotta get to the library. Electricians, you are not. Have to reach Will before it's too late. No time to lose. I gotta get to Will. Shit. Too late. I gotta beat him to the library.
This is Airlift Prime. We've got the Time Machine Core in transit.
Beth.
Nope, that's where I came up.
HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Awaiting orders. Over.
Gotta move, Jack.
Roger. Keep a skeleton crew and wait for arrival of Monarch Actual. Everybody else needs to reunite at the Dry Docks Cronin extraction grounds. Wait for further orders there. Library is set to blow in 5 minutes.
We're not getting any response from the sniper unit. Investigating the rooftops as we speak.
Keep me posted.
The whole sniper unit's wiped. No way he did that on his own. We need to find out who's unaccounted for. This might be an inside job. Let's start a list of who's missing. It's him! He's on the rooftop! Negative! He's in the library! We're under fire!
Get your goddamn stories straight. Where is he? I need answers! Where the hell is Joyce?
Enemy spotted! Man down!
Back up in the library! Stat!
HQ, this is Monarch Actual. Cancel that order, I'm on my way. I'll deal with Jack personally.
You heard him. Stand down.
Hold on, Will. I'm almost there.
If Joyce is in the library, then who'd they spot up here? We got contact! What? It's him!
It's him! Yeah, I liked that voice. Hire that man. Oh! Well, hello.
Whoa.
One down.
This is Monarch Actual. Approaching library rear entrance.
Oh no, no. Gotta get down there.
Stand by to detonate the library. I'm going in.
Fuck. Will? Already gone. Lobby. Lobby, I'm running out of time. Will.
There is. Trigger. I never wanted this.
Jack. You saved me. Welcome back. Hey, Will. Here's a present.
Countermeasure. How?
Oh, Jack. Will! Come on! Come on, let's go. Monarch had it the whole time. Does it work?
Came back from the future. For me. Fracture wasn't fixed.
Not yet. Does it work?
Theory, yes. We gotta get back to my time machine. Gotta get us back to the time where you came from.
No.
Future.
No.
It's the only way.
We need to stop the fracture here, in this time. Now.
Oh, Jack, listen to me. The fracture wasn't fixed in the time where you came from. So fixing it here, it's always gonna fail.
People are going to die, Will. You haven't seen what happens between now and then.
No, but you have. What you have done has set in motion a chain of events that cannot be broken.
Look, we don't know.
And if it could be broken, it could jeopardize the entire world. We get one shot at this. There's too much at stake, Jack.
Look, I know the stakes, okay?
Then you gotta let go, Jack. Everything you have done to get to this place is necessary. Trust me. The past is set, but the future isn't. Right? We gotta go. This way.
If what you said is true, then how did I save you? I saw you die, Will.
Think, Jack. You never physically saw me die, did you?
I watched a roof collapse on top of you.
Creating the illusion of my death, yes. Which brought you here to make sure it remained only an illusion. It's all a loop. If time is an egg,
no egg metaphors.
Huh? Oh, one second.
We have to get out of here and get to the Bradbury. Oh, get down. Over here.
Goddamn bloodbath in there. I need some air.
Cleaners better get here quick.
Wait for them to leave. Now, I know it's a lot to take in, but the fact that you managed to save me and yet still maintain the illusion of my death is actually further proof of my point.
Risky
The past
op.
remains intact.
Stick to the plan.
Nothing changes.
It's all
and the
gravy.
Novikov self-consistency principle prevails.
Oh, great. We can high-five about that later.
Right. Let's save the world first.
Come on, let's meet up with the convoy.
Okay, they're gone. Let's go.
Surprised you actually waited. It's almost like you're listening to me.
Well, the last time I didn't listen to you, the fracture occurred. Consider me open to following orders.
Huh. That doesn't sound like my brother.
I know.
All right, through here.
Amy.
You can't risk helping them.
I know what happens if I don't.
And it'll still happen, Jack. I meant what I said back there. And there are no exceptions. If you get suckered into trying to change what can't be changed, it may cost us everything. Please, Jack. Our future depends on this. You said Monarch had the countermeasure this whole time. How? Why?
Paul was using it to fuel some kind of messed up survival program.
Uh-huh. They must have somehow repurposed it as a localized Chronon field regulator.
That's exactly what they called it.
We have to go, Jack. We can't risk being spotted here.
Yeah.
Hold on, upgrade points.
Oh, shit, shit!
Where did he go? Oh, he was right in front of me.
I always assumed it was Beth Wilder who had the countermeasure, keeping it safe. She was the one who warned me, told me to build it.
I know.
You met her. Is she helping us?
She was.
Ah, I see. Oh shit, watch out. Well, hey. Call this one now. Look, I know I've kept you in the dark. But when I started my work, you were so young, and afterwards, I always hoped it would all pass you by without touching you.
Yeah. I get it. Come on. Let's just go to the future and fix this mess.
Might as well upgrade it.
Wait a second. There. It's locked.
You hid the machine here. You really never used it yourself?
No, I didn't dare. Not after the men came out. It was Paul. He tried to kill me. Damn. Rusted shut. Jack, a hand? One more time.
When Monarch came for the time machine at the university, Paul was trapped. He escaped into the future. Whatever happened to him there changed him.
Somehow he found my machine there and used it to come back to 1999.
And founded Monarch. He escaped from Monarch and became what he escaped from.
Insanity. I never should have built the machine. I should have left well enough alone.
The stutters are gonna get worse, fast. And there's something in them.
What do you mean?
I can't even describe it. It was this guy that I've seen, but living distortion.
I'd love to see one.
No, you wouldn't.
Believe me, you wouldn't.
Just the way I left it. Hope it still works.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the future. A little after your time of departure. Before the fractures stop time permanently. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this.
It'll be dangerous.
Of course it'll be dangerous. At this point, what isn't? But I have been curious to try this. Wow. So this is what it looks like. Hey, Jack. When we exit, it'll be a little past the point you were at when you left to save me. That's our window, when we know it can work, but before time actually ends for good.
It may not be much of a window. Monarch was sure it was imminent.
Huh. Like they're experts.
They kind of are.
All they know they stole from me. You worry about your end, I'll worry about mine.
All right, well, that works.
This is amazing. All those years, I never imagined it would be like this.
Yeah, it's a trip, all right. Crap. Hang on, Will. Damn it. What the hell did we do to touch?
I shot it out of the air.
Yeah. I was actually. Oh no.
Oh no!
No, but he did a really cool trick.
I shot the thing out of the air. You're killing me. Fuck. It never crashed at all until it's the last chapter, and then it's crashed twice. Come on, game. Okay. Yes. We're so close. Oh, here I am. Okay.
Crap. Hang on, Will. Damn it. What the hell did they do? Can't. Will, we need to get him moving. We don't have time for this.
Come on, Will.
Forget Will, Jack. However he came to be here, he's done. It's over.
What's going on, Paul? You look fucked up. Even by your fucked up standards.
You took the CFR, Jack.
I took it back. I don't care how messed up you are, Paul. You're not taking it from me.
I don't want it! I just want it gone. Forever.
Gone. What about your survival plan?
Fuck the lifeboat, Jack! We're just gonna let the clock run out on this and be done with it.
Why it won't let me attack that guy, I don't know. I have no idea what the hell happened. Oh, unfreeze Will. Okay, I'm like, what time am I at? Here, let's get this. I'll refill with ammo. Alright.
Forget Will, Jack!
Did it again.
Vulnerable now. Yes, that did something. Gotta move.
You don't know what it'll be like when things are finally quiet. You could still join us.
Us? Who the fuck are you talking about?
I can hardly tell where he's doing whatever the hell it is he's doing.
Forget Will, Jack.
Like, he'll start doing stuff and it'll be like expanding really large, but then I can't immediately tell where it starts. It's already like half of the room by the time it changes color. I couldn't hear you. Loud wong explosion. Wong.
All it just says is use the countermeasure to defeat the city, so that's why I was like, are you still supposed to try to get to your brother?
Oh, I don't know.
Now we're talking.
No. It was a good idea, though. There they are.
Gotta move. Time to move.
God, the fucking bright ass lights sometimes also do not help me. Oh my god. Stop it, Paul. You're a dick.
Powers are drained.
Oh, it's big guy. Well, I shouldn't be there.
Forget Will.
See, why I couldn't do that, I can't tell you. I'll just shoot you like 8 times and let you not die there. What the fuck? Do I think this is the final boss fight? Oh no, absolutely not. There's like 17 stages to this and 3 more bosses. Yeah, this is the final boss fight. 100%. Like, there's been no fight in the game anywhere near this level of complexity or difficulty. It's gotta be the final boss fight. I will say that so far the final boss fight feels like bullshit. There's only one dude.
I tried to be your friend, Jack.
Not good.
Okay. That went better.
You're not alone.
Shield's down. Yes, that did something.
Other people hate this.
Oh, yeah. People were complaining that they're like, this is the only fight like this, and they're like, he wiped me 20 times. He, you know, it's trial and error, and it's really confusing. This is the biggest complaint of the game.
Yeah, I think it's because the game is not so much gunplay up until this point. Like, the gunplay is simple until now,
Yeah.
and now it's all, like, really fucking complicated. There's, like, 20 dudes all coming to get you.
And this ripple thing that hurts you.
Gotta move.
They've all got grenades and heavy weapons. Paul is hitting me with shit the whole time. See, like, I can't, there's so much red, I can't tell what's actively hurting me and what is just like a hint.
Us? Who the fuck are you talking about?
No, not until it starts fading. What are you showing me? Shit, there's a second one. Where's this one? Fuck. Fuck.
No.
I didn't know where the third one was coming from. Got stuck in a corner and couldn't get out. There's no way around from there. I had to jump over that box and I didn't make it.
We're dead, Will.
Okay. We'll get it. Alright, whatever. I just won't punch anybody then. Upgrade a useless ability there that lets me punch people and can't use it in the final boss fight. Wait, where the fuck are they? Hey! Bro, did you stop fucking zooming over here? Dickhole. Put your gun away. What are you doing?
He's like, and done. He's tired of this fight.
God, if I could stand still for a second and actually shoot my gun, this would be a little easier.
Gotta move.
No, I don't want the gun. Where are they? How many dudes are there? 2 more. Yeah, of course.
Us? Who the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, don't run towards it. I don't know, that was like 8 attempts, I think?
It wasn't as bad as other people.
Yeah.
He did very good considering.
Whew.
Hey, Will, hey. It's okay. Jack.
What? Never mind. Tell me later. We got work to do. I'll have to hook up the countermeasure to the core. It's designed to hypersaturate the Maya Joyce field with chronon particles. The time machine's like an amplifier. That'll cause a chain reaction and rejuvenate the field. It'll be a universal event.
I'll take your word for it. Just make it happen.
Jack, give me a hand with this.
What do you need?
The countermeasure's charge is low. We'll need a jolt of chronon particles. A jump start. That's you. Don't stop.
Hurry up! It's working. It's like I'm pushing against the entire goddamn universe. I got it!
The countermeasure. It stitched time back together everywhere. The destruction couldn't be undone. The lives we lost were real. But we fixed it.
Jack.
Will.
Clocks kept on ticking.
Come on. Come on. I think we just saved the universe.
Yeah. Where's Paul?
He's dead. He's gone. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Will, he was wrong about everything.
Was he?
Will. The countermeasure worked.
Whoa. Countermeasure burned out. But the Maya Joyce field should be stable now. Of course, I'll have to run a few tests to confirm. But there's no reason to believe that the fracture isn't over. Whoa.
One more question. Paul Serene's entire philosophy was that time is a set path, and nothing can be changed. At the time, you obviously disagreed. But after everything you've seen and done, we need to know. What do you believe now? Was he right? Or is it possible to change things?
I'll come back for you.
I think it was okay.
Yeah. I liked it. I agree with you from what we were talking about the other day, where I feel that like 4 or 5 30-minute video interludes in the middle of the game is kind of jarring and takes you out.
It does.
I think it would be better if instead of having like 5 30-minute videos, you have 30 5-minute videos And that would even feel less impactful.
Yeah, at a certain point when the live action stuff was happening, I would sort of forget that we're playing the game.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of a weird transition. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the game may have been intended to be played into acts separately.
Yeah,
like
it
you play
certainly
Act
seemed
1
like it.
and then you go a couple of weeks and then
Right.
play Act 2.
I don't know if this was released episodically.
It might have been.
And that would make a huge difference as well.
Yeah.
I also had a lot of trouble like connecting with the main character
With Jack?
with Jack. I was just getting really frustrated. Like, I know that he's acting on emotion and stuff, but us knowing everything, it just kept getting frustrating that like the ending where he's like, "I'll come back for you," and I'm like, you can't save her. Like, it sucks, but I will say I feel like out of the 3 games we've played from the studio, I would probably put this one at the 3rd for me.
3rd.
Yeah, I would put Control, Alan Wake, and then this one. I still really liked this one.
Yeah. I think out of games that try to mess with the whole concept of time travel and paradoxes and running into yourself and things like that, I think they did a really good job with the story in how they had certain things loop back on themselves.
Yeah.
Like at the very beginning of the game, when we're leaving with Will and that one guard gets shot out of nowhere, I was all like, oh, that's probably me from the future shooting the guard. I mean, it turned out it wasn't. It was
Right.
Beth. But still, it was Beth from the future.
Right.
And I like when they do things like that. Like, a lot of time travel stuff never delves into that. And I kind of like that aspect of it. And I think they did pretty well for that part. But
Well, and like, we still don't really have the full story of Hatch.
yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Hatch. Like, was he the other shifter? And that's how he survived? How was he getting shot in the chest 3 or 4 times and showing no reaction, but then he got shot in the eye and instantly died?
Why did he not want the lifeboat?
Yeah, what was his deal?
What was his motivation for that? Because Serene asks that as well, and we never get that answer. Maybe you only get those answers if you do different choices, but that doesn't feel like you should have to.
No, you should be able to get the definitive, like, information for the story regardless of what decisions you make. You should still be able to get all the information.
Like I said, I still think it was a good... I almost said book.
Yeah, game.
Yeah. I think it was a good game. I think it was fun. I think the final battle was a little bullshit.
The final battle was a little bullshit. I think if they toned down the number of enemies per wave by like 1 or 2, and then made it so that Paul didn't do his... Because what Paul's red grenades were, is they were... Anytime I got hit by one, it would nullify my abilities. So it didn't... I mean, it did damage to me too, but that was the big thing, is it was stopping me from like zooming around. And I think they should have made him do that a little less frequently, because he was doing it anytime I tried to stop to line up a shot, my screen would immediately start glowing orange because there's a grenade at my foot.
Yeah. I liked it, but just not as much as Control.
Yeah, control hands, like, I can tell that they were... Like, the first game was amazing in storytelling. The storytelling in that game was awesome. The combat was a little wonky.
In Alan Wake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game, they had a really good story, and they were trying to get a higher production value by like hiring Hollywood actors and recording a 4 or 5 episode, TV miniseries out of it.
It was ambitious.
Yeah, it was very ambitious, and they were trying, they tried a lot of new combat stuff, and some of it worked really well. And I can tell with all of that, and then they rolled it all into Control, and it was a super polished,
Yeah.
beautiful game. I love Control. So, but it's not like this is a bad game. It's just compared to Control and Alan Wake, it is definitely my least favorite of the three.
Yeah, I hate saying that. I hate saying it's my number 3 because it makes it sound like it's the worst or I didn't like it, and I did like it.
Yeah. It's the least the main problems for me were the final boss fight feeling a little BS, and the episodes, the 30-minute TV shows taking me out of the game.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
But the acting was good.
The acting was really good. Obviously, the professional, like, semi A-list actors were all really good, and even the less well-known actors, like the lady who did Beth, she's really good.
Yeah, I liked it. I was excited to get to the ending.
Yeah.
I was excited for this.
Lifeboat Productions.
But I was like, oh, please don't show us another one.
Yeah, is there another show?
I'm done with those, thank you. Yeah, I think we talked about it as well. Like, Control did sort of a better job of kind of seamlessly putting live action stuff in the game.
There was a lot of live action stuff in the game, but it was all done in like funny and cute ways, and
Or
they
just
were
small bursts.
Yeah, and they were all short enough that even though we may have been sitting there for 3 or 4 minutes watching this video, it was all like very specific to what was going on.
Yeah.
There were a couple of times where there was stuff going on in the TV show, and I was all like, this is having no impact on the story of the game at all, but I mean, neat, I guess. I thought it was a neat idea.
You mean this?
The concept of the TV show in the game.
Okay, stop saying the game. Which game?
This one.
Okay.
Quantum Break.
Okay.
Sorry.
We were talking about multiple games and I didn't know which one you were talking
Sorry.
about.
Yeah. I think it was a neat idea of putting some kind of television episodic thing in a video game with live actors. I just think they went too far with it.
Yeah.
Martin Hatch's actor? Yeah, he's a pretty famous Hollywood actor. He's in tons of stuff. But he's usually playing a role like this one. A creepy, intimidating...
Kind of a bad guy-ish. At least
Yeah.
what I've seen him in.
Yeah, or at the very least, if he's on the good side team, he's like the guy that has to make the tough calls. That nobody likes him because he's always defunding groups that aren't profitable, shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. The live action parts were really well acted.
Yeah.
I thought all of the acting in there was good. I thought it did well with the story. It was just...
It took you away.
It was a little too long.
Yeah.
That was it.
It would have been better if they were maybe like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that would have helped.
I think that was probably my biggest complaint is that the movies took me out of it. But like you said, it kind of feels like this was supposed to be episodic. So at that point, you would start a new episode, get caught up, watch the 20-minute movie or whatever, or it was actually a 30-minute movie, and then move on.
Yeah, I think it was... If it was episodic, it would be play the game, play the little short Paul Serene section, and then have the 30-minute episode, and then that would be it. And that would lead into episode 2, which would start with gameplay and end with a 20 or 30-minute episode.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, I would give this game like a B+.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Like a B+. And I give...
It's great for time travel.
Oh yeah, time travel stories, this is up there in like the top 5 time travel games.
What were you saying you would give?
I'd probably give Alan Wake like a solid A.
Yeah.
And then Control is like S tier.
Yeah, for us. Yeah, that sounds good.
Georgia. All 3 games were released episodically. Oh. I didn't know that. Well, I'll say this: if they come out with another game, I'll get it and play it after all the episodes are out.
Yeah.
I'm not really into playing things episodically. I'll just wait for the episodes to all be released and then play them all.
But I do like the studio.
Yeah, studio's really good.
You've been very patient with us, and very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that patience is starting to wear pretty thin.
Of course. Right outside.
Mr. Joyce.
Finally. Thought you wanted to talk, not get my life story.
Well, you were at the heart of all of this. And you can understand our need to find out exactly what happened.
I heard it's all being pinned on Paul. It's quite the feat.
Paul Serene always danced to his own tune, you know that. He and his delusions did tremendous damage to Monarch. But we can still salvage this company. We could use a man like you. It's not the same Monarch you know, Mr. Joyce. Your exceptional qualities are obvious, and we both know you have certain needs our expertise could help with. We can help each other.
Set up for a second game.
Yeah. I'm all in.
Timeline? What's this? I just want to see this real quick. Oh, it's just like you can jump into the game at specific points now if you want. Okay. 94% completion, that's not bad. Alright.
Yeah, you got most of the stuff. The least you got was the Chronon sources.
Yeah.
But
Well, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I very much appreciate it.